watching everybody have their turn to speak on it, and I thought it was my turn now. There's these people who call the refugees and Afrikaners suffering, the Boere that are suffering, traitors. So we got these people who put their names on the list. Professor Vonnie Karstens, extraordinary professor, Northwest University, saying things like Afrikaner and the Afrikaner language is a derivative of Khoisan, but not of European languages. Then you've got Professor Piet Krokamp, Associate Professor of Political Studies and International Relations, saying that Afrikaners have a lower IQ than the average white or English speaker. How's that for funny? So in other words, Afrikaners, this professor says you're dumb. Professor Pierre de Vos, Professor of Constitutional Law, University of Cape Town. The National Prosecution Authority is reported to have ordered further investigation in a child pornography case against him. This is your kind of professors. Whether that's true or not, we'll have to look into that, but these are the kinds of people speaking out against Afrikaners, boys and girls. Then we've got Max de Preer, author and journalist. He describes himself as a communist, extreme leftist, and he supports the ANC and doesn't speak out against their corruption. JP Landman, political and economic analyst. Insane. Never heard and expressed criticism against the ANC. He seems to be very pro them and says there are no problems in South Africa. Essentially, the farm murders are not happening, guys. The persecution of whites are not happening. BE is a lie. Then we've got Professor A.A. van Niekerk, Stellenbosch University. He basically identifies as a Marxist. Is this the kind of guy you want educating your children, guys? Is this what we're all about? Teaching people nihilism, Marxism, nationalize everything. Okay, well, if everything should be nationalized, you people sending your children to these universities, give up your wealth to the ANC and EFF and leave the Afrikaners and other whites and other people in general. Okay, then we've got Professor Anthony van Nieuwkerk, Professor of International Relations, UNISA, anti-Trump, anti-American, and he attacks America over quite a few things actually here. We need to look into this guy. Very interesting leftist, Professor Anthony Nieuwkerk. Then we've got the African National Congress backing them. This tells you that these traitors are backed by the ANC. And to be very clear, these are the people making sure that you are treated as a traitor to this country, as Afrikaners taking the refugee status or supporting the refugees or fighting against farm murders, all of us standing together fighting against the white genocide and the problems being pushed onto whites. These people are your traitors. And Yanni, another one, working in Labour, working with the ANC. Let's look into her a little bit and see what kind of kickback she gets from the ANC for pushing BEE laws and exterminating Afrikaners and whites in general from the workplace. Another Afrikaner that's an actual traitor. These are the people speaking out against us. What are we doing to stop this? How many of you are still sitting by doing nothing, saying nothing? It's time to get up. How many of you are willing to fight for your children's future, for your people's future, instead of letting these idiots dictate what Afrikaners are all about? Let's get rid of them out of our universities. Let's follow the BEE laws, guys. Let's get rid of these white Afrikaner professors and journalists. Let's get rid of them and replace them with black people who want to do that job. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. This is insane, and we've got the whole list. We're going to do a proper video tackling every single one of these people, showing you exactly who and what they are.